Okay, so we are gonna do some meal prep today. I'm hearing from you that this is a challenge, having the food ready and planning ahead, and then you're eating stuff that you don't wanna eat or shouldn't be eating because you don't have the food ready. I'm gonna show you the main staples that I do, and then we're gonna prep up just some vegetables. I use these containers. I'll link everything below for you. I use these on a smaller version of this. So we're gonna do some tofu. We're gonna do, I already did the potatoes, I'll show you that. We're gonna do some cashew cheese sauce, some starch, and some vegetables. And that's what we're prepping for now. This will get me through, well, it'll last all week. So one thing I always have is a thing like this of potatoes. Okay, this is the steamer basket that goes in the Instant Pot. I use these and sweet potatoes. They're from Trader Joe's. They're yellow potatoes. I like the yellow ones because they're creamy. The skins are, I always eat the skins because of there's more nutrition in the skins. So you gotta make sure they're clean, make sure they're organic, and then you steam these up. This has sweet potatoes and yellow potatoes in it, and I'm just gonna put this in the fridge just like this and draw from this all week. The next thing we're gonna make, I'm gonna be having some green curry this week. I'm swimming a lot and my appetite, I have a bigger appetite than usual, and I want some more hearty food. So green curry is awesome in the summer. I'm using this jasmine rice. We're gonna put this in the Instant Pot while we're doing all this other stuff. Brown jasmine. I really like jasmine. It's my favorite type of rice. The rice is taken off in the Instant Pot. And if you don't have an Instant Pot, you can just use a regular pot. I love my Instant Pot. If you don't have one, I can't recommend it highly enough. It totally changed my food prep. So now I'm gonna use a firm tofu. And one thing that I strongly recommend also is a Tofu Press, because it really changes how good your tofu is. So you just put it in here. And gets all the water out, and it just lets it become much more crispy, which I like. And then later we're gonna cube this up and put it in the air fryer. Now I'm just gonna prep out some of this, the vegetables that I'm gonna be using for my green curry. The stuff I like in green curry is green stuff. I like broccoli, zucchini, I love these snap peas from Trader Joe's. All right, that's great, that's perfect. So this will be for my green curry. I love these things. I use them all the time. They're glass, they're awesome, and they stack. I like how they stack. Just for the cauliflower, I like to eat this raw, but I think it'll also be good in the curry. So it'll be for both, and cauliflower lasts a long time in these, at least a week. I just cut it up into, I don't like these stocky parts, but you can eat them, and if you're making soup, they're fine. I'm gonna need 2 for this cauliflower. Okay, what I do with these peas is I cut the ends off, because if I don't, I find them to be too stringy, so I cut both ends off. Okay, so we got that. Also for the curry, I'm just gonna chop this. So there's my peppers. We are gonna do cashew cheese. It's good to soak them overnight. I did a half of a mason jar, and then if you wanna use fresh garlic, that's fine. If you want to use these garlic granules, that's fine. I'm going with that today. And smoked paprika. I use this stuff all the time. It's so delicious. Okay, and maybe some onion. You can just put whatever you want in here. Any flavors you like. One thing I really like to put in my cashew cheese are red bell peppers. Sometimes I do it without, you don't have to. Maybe a half. actually, oh, these smell so good. I'm only gonna do this much because I wanna eat that. Nutritional yeast. I just do a capful, regular mason jar cap. Some lemon juice. You can use a fresh lemon. I buy these in bulk. I use them all the time. Just makes things easier. I like mine really lemony. Just polish that off. And then I'm gonna add some water too. Salt, just a little bit. Sometimes I use miso instead. You really can't mess this up. I'm gonna blend it up. Okay, I don't use the Vitamix for this because it's just such a small amount. I just put it back in the jar that the cashews were soaking in. And then I like to use these for all my sauces and dressings, salad dressings and stuff. I'll link them below. They're awesome because they have the spout. And bam, that's done. What else do we need to do here? Okay, so I got some shiitake mushrooms. I just like to cut off the ends. These are awesome for stir fries and curries. And I just cut them. I love to make noodle bowls with these. I use these millet noodles. I'm gonna show you how to do that because they're so quick and easy. This stuff is easy, guys. It's easy. Do not be intimidated by all the different ingredients because once you have it, well, first of all, I'm really enjoying this. It's a beautiful day. I love being in my kitchen. I love doing stuff like this. It's really meditative. Just enjoy the process. And then once it's done, it's just could be easier because you just put everything together. It's good to get some mushrooms in your diet. And these just have a really nice texture and they also last longer. So now we have and this will be great for me, this will get me through at least a curry, a noodle bowl, and a stir fry. Now we're gonna do cabbage. I love cabbage in curries, especially green curries. I feel like it's a necessity for your green curry. Just lots of really good texture and cabbage is cruciferous. It's good for you. This is just a regular green cabbage, but I also love to use Napa. And I really love to use bok choy. I've got some growing in my garden. I can't wait to incorporate it. Bok choy is super high in calcium, by the way. I've had this cabbage, I don't know, over 2 weeks. That's another really good thing about cabbage. It lasts forever in the fridge. Okay, now we've got that. Okay, so now we are going to cube up the tofu and air fry this. I like to leave these overnight, but I don't have time for that today, but I think it'll be fine. Okay, and then I try to do uniform cubes. Right, and then I just put them in this silicone liner that I have for the air fryer because I don't like Teflon. I haven't upgraded my air fryer yet. And then my favorite thing to put on the tofu are Trader Joe's coconut aminos. You can season this with whatever you like. If you like tamari, if you like garlic, teriyaki, whatever you like. I think this is perfection for me. A little bit of real salt in addition to that. I'm gonna put this in the air fryer at 375 for about 15 minutes. Next thing we're gonna make is overnight oats. I have some fresh pineapple. I got this to use in stir fry, but we're gonna put in the overnight oats. We're gonna make a tropical overnight oats. Okay, so I've got this stainless funnel that's perfect for mason jars. So this is half a cup. Each jar gets a cup. Gonna mix it though. Okay, so we're gonna put some pineapple in the jar. There's a lot of juice here that's gonna go in. little juice. Shredded coconut. This is really fine. It's super fine. I'm just gonna put a tiny bit, just a tiny bit, not even a teaspoon. Okay, now we're gonna take coconut flavor. I love this Frontier brand. And we're gonna just fill the lid, put that in there. Okay. Now we're gonna put another half a cup. Okay. Also, I should have put the salt in the halfway point. So just a little bit of salt. I think it's really important to have some salt. Just balances the flavor really nicely. Okay, now I'm gonna put some sweetener. In this case, I'm gonna use some agave. You can use maple and you can use stevia. I'm just gonna put a little bit, not much. I almost forgot this. This should have been done down here too, probably, but this is my flax and chia. And this flax is ground. I'm using Bob's Red Mill. So I go heavy on the flax. This is 1/8 of a cup. Want those omega-3s, right? These are anti-inflammatory. Now, I'm gonna top it off with some almond milk. You can use whatever plant milk you want. Okay, I'm just gonna stir it up. Now the oats expand. Oh, this smells so good. Guys, it smells so good. It just smells like a vacation Hawaii. It really does. Oh, it's perfect. Oops. I leave a little bit at the top to add more in case I need to. Oh, I wish you could smell this. Oh, it's so divine. And then you just put a lid on it. Sometimes it gets kind of dry and you need to add more plant milk. It's amazing. Okay, so for this, we are going to toast some coconut. Because when we go to eat this, we're gonna sprinkle some toasted coconut on top and it's gonna be out of this world. Just a cookie sheet. We're just gonna spread this around. I'm gonna cook in the oven, 350, and you gotta really watch it because it gets brown very, very quickly. Probably just a couple minutes once the oven heats up. So I'm gonna take care of the tofu, toast this, and I'll be back. Okay, so this is what the tofu looks like. It's beautiful. I'm not gonna put the lid on yet because I'm just gonna let it cool off on its own before putting on the lid. This is 1 block of tofu. Toasted the coconut. I burnt my first batch. Like if you go away for 1 minute, you're gonna burn it. So you really have to watch it. This is my second batch and I'll show you what that looks like. You don't want it too brown or it's kind of burnt. So, and I think it devalues it. I think this is much better. All right, so we're gonna transfer this into a manageable jar. Okay, there would have been way more if I hadn't burned the first batch, but this is plenty enough to top off our pineapple. Actually, I'm gonna leave this off. Ugh, so fragrant. The last thing we have is that jasmine rice for the curry and stir fries. Now, you can put them in a container like this, but I'm just gonna store it in the Instant Pot for now. And then once I make the curry, I will divvy up portions of that and I'll save some for the stir fry, but then I'll have I'll either put them in mason jars or I'll put them in containers like this, depending on what I've got available. And then I'll have multiple curries for the week. And if it gets too long after I make it, you can pop them in the freezer too, and it works in the freezer. And then you have your organic, healthy TV dinner that would have cost you $7 or $8 at the store for really cheap, because it's gonna make a lot of curry. We got tofu, we've got cheese sauce. This is a tahini salad dressing I made yesterday. I like to have a cheese sauce and a salad dressing for the week. Our tropical pineapple coconut overnight oats. We've got some yellow peppers for our stir fries, curry, and salad. Got a little thing and a big thing of cauliflower. We've got our cabbage, mainly for the stir fry and curry. We've got shiitake for the stir fry and curry, and we've got zucchini for the stir fry and curry. So this is, and we've got the snap peas for munching on, stir fry and curry also. So this is a bounty of food. With this, you have several days worth of anti-inflammatory, vegan, gluten-free, healthy, yummy food. And then you'll just need to make a few things here and there. But I'm also gonna be eating a lot of salad, a lot of raw food, and a lot of smoothies. So this is actually a ton of food for me. This is a ton of food for 2 people that are eating salads and smoothies also, I think, if you have my type of appetite. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it benefits you. I hope you leave a comment and tell me what's going on with you. I love hearing from you. I hope you like and subscribe. It really helps my algorithm. I will see you guys real soon. I adore you. Take care. Happy healing.